Good morning, everyone. It is July 10th, 2024. How are you guys doing? And did you guys see the rally last night? Trump held his rally right here in Florida, so down in Miami. It was amazing, and I think it was much different than the normal, too. More energy, and also a lot more was said, and a lot of comms, too. So it may take a few days because I'm going to make these clips of all the little comms that I caught, and I watched it with a sweet friend of mine as well. So we were catching a lot of comms, and I'm going to make some clips. I already made a couple of clips for this morning show, which are really fun. But there's so much he said last night. So I hope you all caught it, because I do want to remind you guys. So a lot of influencers out there, let me put my cards down. So a lot of influencers, podcasters out there, there's so many mixed opinions, right? And a lot of them that aren't even watching his rallies, they're not even paying attention to what he's saying, but they're coming up with their own theories. But my thing is, I think we should all be paying more attention to what Trump is saying and listen closely and then decode it ourselves and not come up with our own theories that may not even be true. So we're gonna check with the cards today on some things that are being thrown out there. I made banners for those. But let's start with the real, our president, Donald J. Trump. And let's go over some of the things that he said last night. And this may be a few days I'll be doing this with some clips, but I did make a few. And also, you know what? We're going to start with his page on Donald Trump on YouTube. We're going to start there and listen right here. So this first part, he's asking Crooked Joe if he would like to do another debate, like this week, like soon, right? So we'll have to wait, and we're going to pull cards and see if he's going to do and agree to a debate. But let's watch this. So enjoy, grab your Ascent coffee, and take a look. Here we go.
But don't feel sorry for him. He's a very bad guy. He weaponized government. Remember that. He's a very bad guy. Don't feel sorry for him. So tonight I'm officially offering Joe the chance to redeem himself in front of the entire world. So Marco and Byron and everybody, here's what we're going to do. You guys can be referees if you like. Let's do another debate this week so that Sleepy Joe Biden can prove to everyone all over the world that he has what it takes to be president. But this time it will be man to man, no moderators, no holes barred. Just name the place, anytime, anywhere. And in the debate, Sleepy Joe also declared that he wanted to test his skills and stamina against mine on the golf course. Can you believe this? Did you ever see him swing? He's like this. That's why this evening I am also, and this is in honor of you and everybody, it is 45,000 people. That's a lot of people. I'm also officially challenging Crooked Joe to an 18-hole golf match right here. On Doral Blue Monster, considered one of the greatest tournament golf courses anywhere in the world, one of the great courses of the world. It will be among the most watched sporting events in history, maybe bigger than the Ryder Cup or even the Masters. And I will even give Joe Biden 10 strokes aside. 10 strokes, that's a lot. That means 20 strokes in case you don't play golf. I will give him 10 strokes aside, and if he wins, I will give the charity of his choice, any charity that he wants, $1 million. And I'll bet you he doesn't take the offer. I would bet because he's all talk. But what that match will do is prove that Joe is, in fact, all talk and no action. But on many things, not just golf. When pilots walk into the White House, he says he used to fly planes. He didn't. When truckers come in, he says he used to drive a truck. He didn't. When Jewish people are here, He always attended synagogues, he said, the Jewish people. He didn't attend a synagogue. Did he ever see a synagogue? He doesn't know what a synagogue is. When black people come, he spent his Sundays in black churches. All of it's false, all of it's fake. He's a fake. Unfortunately, he was like that in Afghanistan. He was like that with Russia, Ukraine, and he was like that on October 7th and the attack in Israel. He didn't know what he was doing. But whatever else can be said about crooked Joe Biden, you have to give him credit for one brilliant decision, probably the smartest decision he's ever made. He picked Kamala Harris as his vice president. No, it was brilliant because it was an insurance policy, maybe the best insurance policy I've ever seen, Marco. If Joe had picked someone even halfway competent, they would have bounced him from office years ago, but they can't because she's got to be their second choice. She has no choice and no chance. As vice president, Kamala Harris was given two jobs, two very important jobs, actually. First, she was put in charge of the U.S. border security and the border. And she never showed up. She's never gone. She never went there once. And the border's the worst border in the history of the world, not just in the number of years, the worst. We had the best border in history. She has the worst border in the history of the world. And then she was sent to Europe to deter Russia from attacking Ukraine. How did that work out? Not too good. Both times the result was a deadly failure. Since Kamala was made border czar, the Biden-Harris administration has lost track of an estimated 150,000 children, many of whom have undoubtedly been raped, trafficked, killed, or horribly abused. I think of it, 150,000 children are missing. They're gone. Nobody knows where they are. Many are not with us any longer. She's 100% for the Green New Scam, supports banning the sale of gas-powered cars. Who wants to drive an electric car for the rest of your life? Does anybody? You don't want to drive for 45 minutes and then stop for 3 hours. Is that what you say? And wants the American energy industry totally shut down, starting with Pennsylvania fracking and Texas drilling. No drilling in Texas, no fracking in Pennsylvania. We just got a poll from Pennsylvania with 12 points up. That's a lot. We got a poll from Texas with 16 points up. And we have some great people from Texas here tonight. And as a senator, Kamala sided with socialist Bernie Sanders. He's a real socialist. He's serious, but not as bad as Biden turned out to be. Bernie's embarrassed by some of the things that Biden did because they push him around. It's the ultra far left government takeover of the entire healthcare system. And I don't think Kamala Harris's California socialism is going to go down well with the people of Doral, the people of Miami, or the people of Florida.
All right, guys, so coming back here. So I do want to address something. Moderators, please keep your eye on the chat. We did have a Trump hater in the chat. I just banned him and got rid of him. We don't want any of that energy here. You're not welcome here. So any Biden Crooked Joe fans, you need to leave. We will get rid of you immediately. But don't worry, moderators, I took care of that. But anyway, President Trump, so he did drop a lot of comms throughout the whole thing. And what I wanted to address was, and I saw someone wrote, I think it was Diane Alexander, for sure. Somewhere in the chat, you wrote about Crooked Joe has been shot. Okay. So President Trump did kind of say a calm around that. And he also said, I don't know if you guys noticed, he said 25 years ago. But the way he said it, and I'm going to find it and clip it and then post it, and then we'll go over it with the cards. But I do believe that was a calm. Also, he kept saying throughout the whole thing about him being fake. And there's some other words that he used as well. So he's definitely putting it out there. He's putting out there the information that it's all fake, it's all staged, and that he's gone. He's dead and gone. He's been dead and gone. So there's a lot of comps. So I will go over it. I'm going to pick pick it apart and make little clips of it. I made a few funny ones that are now on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you might want to now. Arcana Shores 11. I know a lot of you don't even have accounts on Instagram, but it's super simple to make your own account. But there's a lot of stuff out there. Benny Johnson shares tons of fun clips, and it just keeps you informed. But this one's a really funny one, a little clip I made. So let's do this one.
America last. What they're doing to our country is not even believable. That's why Florida is going to defeat the radical left Democrat
Whoa.
hoaxers and liars. And the election day, we are going to tell crooked Joe Biden, Joe, you've done a horrible job. You're fired. Get out, Joe. You're fired. Last. They want America last.
We love that one. Gotta love that one. And then I just made this other one right before the show. That's what I was doing. Not that one.
Florida is going.
Let me go back to my homepage and find it, but it's a good one. I'm going to make tons of them, though. We need to support President Trump, and the more that's out there, the better.
But our country is being destroyed. 2 weeks ago, it was revealed that Biden and Harris have allowed more than 50 radical Islamic terrorists, some of the worst in the world, by the way, to cross our border and remain at large in our country. And we have no idea where they are. They have no idea also where these terrorists are. But Joe and Kamala are simply carrying on with business as usual, holding fundraisers, taking afternoon naps. And as Joe says, I want to go to the beach today. The guy thinks he looks good in a bathing suit. Did you ever? Well, somebody in his staff told him, you look great in a bathing suit. He can't lift the chair. You know, those chairs are meant for children and old people to lift. Old people and children. And he can't lift them. They weigh about 4 ounces. When I'm president, I promise you this, I will not rest until we have found these radical Islamic terrorists and throw them the hell out of our country. We're going to get them out of here. But our country is being destroyed.
Awesome. So, guys, think of some questions if you'd like to ask any questions about the rally last night. I know a lot of you did see it. So, just like Diane brought up that about him being shot, Biden being shot, that's true. That was one of the comms thrown in there. And also, he did drop a comm about 2020 that year and the contest that was going on and how it's never going to happen again and guaranteeing it also. So I forget exactly what he said word per word, but I will clip that. But I want to share screen with a website that he directed all of us to go. So I want you guys to go there today if you have time. When you make some time to do this, protectthevote.com. So this is where he wants us to go. You fill it out, first name, last name, your number, zip code, all that. Sign up for more information on making it easier to vote and harder to cheat in contests nationwide. So stand up for the integrity of contests. And then there's all the states there. So it looks like it's real quick. You just put your information in there. But he was directing us all to go there, protectthevote.com. Moderators, if you don't mind, I believe it would be very cool if you could put the link there, protectthevote.com, in the chat. This would help everyone to just do it quickly. But he was trying to enforce that. So let's help out our President Donald Trump and let's all just do it for him. So I already did it and it's pretty simple. You just put your information in there, hit continue, and then it goes through a little thing. But I think this is smart. I think this is the start of how they're going to turn, the contest going forward. Do I really believe that I really don't think the contest after last night's rally is truly going to happen, but I do think he wants everybody, all Trump supporters, to do this. There's a catch with this. There's something going on with this. So I say we participate in this since he wants us to. And then also, so that was a cool thing I wanted to share. But yeah, throw some questions in the chat. I'm going to stop sharing screen there and put the cards on the stage here. Let's see. We have Jean S. Let's see. Question. I get tons of texts from supposedly Republican Party several a day because I donated once. All right. So if it's not 88022, then it's not. It's not from the real legit Donald Trump support team, I guess you could say. But 88022, that is the real one. That's the only one. So if it's not that number, I would block whoever's texting you for sure. But thanks for bringing that up, because I know there's a lot of scammers out there. They're trying to bank off of, support for our president, and that's messed up. They're scamming people. So just be careful. So it's 88022 is the real deal, real texting. So for all the alerts, all the rallies, everything, updates, donations, everything, that's where they usually come from. Let's see. Bernadette, that's your area code. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Yep. Amanda, yeah, that's exactly what it is. 88022. Exactly. Yes. All right. So let's take a look. What's going on in the chat here? Let's see. Anything in the chat? Any questions regarding the rally? Here's one from Aubrey. So this is about, Chevron ruling question. And good morning, Aubrey. Thanks for being here. Let's see. The Chevron ruling opened the door for the 6,000 patents to begin to be released now. Is this a truth? Yes or no? Here we go. Let's take a look. So we have the Knight of Swords. So that is a fire energy. I do think that the action has been taken. Let's see confirmation. Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. So that is a yes. There's also some more, I think, steps that need to be taken. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So I do think that the control part of it, they have it under control, but they're still working on some part of it, some aspect, but it is a yes. It is a yes. So very good question. Thank you so much. Let's see what else is out there. Julie Bloom, let's see. And good morning. Hi, do you see Project Bluebeam playing out this month? I've heard other truthers bring this up. Let's take a look. Project Bluebeam. Will this play out this month? Yes or no? Will Project Bluebeam play out this month? Yes or no? Here we go. Four of Wands. King of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is almost a completion. So I did this spread from left to right. So what I'm getting, it is a yes, but I don't think it's complete. It's not going to be quite completed this month. I'm thinking it's going into next month, August. So because it's at a 9, a level 9 for July, and then into August would make it to the 10 completion. So they are pretty much right though. So it is a yes, but I would say it's for August more so than July. There you go. Let's see what else is out there in the chat. I'm going to scroll to the newer ones and see, and then I'll scroll back up. Here's one, Diane Alexander. Will we hear soon Supreme Court overturn the selection from 2 years ago? Ha, thank you. Very good question. And thanks for wording it that way. Will we hear soon of the Supreme Court overturning? Here we go. Queen of Pentacles. The Empress. That's huge. We're getting great cards this morning. And then the Four of Cups. So it is a plan. It is a plan in place. So yes, this is supposed to happen. Let's see. Zodiac time frame. We have a lot of earth energy there with a little water there. I wonder if that's Virgo season or what, but let's ask for a zodiac time frame. When will we hear this Supreme Court overturning? Here we go. Six of Swords. Two of Pentacles, more earth energy. I'm predicting Virgo season. So not far away. So that's like July into the end of July is Leo so it's the end of August into September is our Virgo season. But hopefully even before that. But it is a yes. Great question. Thank you so much. See what else is out here. Dragonfly's husband. It's his birthday. All right. Happy birthday. And whenever I see something like that, I love birthdays for sure. Let's see. Sunshine Ray. The entire DC is fenced off all the way. The Fed Reserve building is something going down. I heard NATO, but feel it could be more. Let's pull on it. Let's see. What's going on over there? Let's see. Ooh, Tower card. So major shift, major changes there. What I'm getting with the Tower card, even though it already looks like something's being destroyed, right? The Tower card is that. It's something going down and then something great coming of it. So it is all purposeful. And then we have the 10 of Cups. So there is a lot more going on there. But it's going to lead to greatness and something much better. So this is good. There is something going there. I think something's being destroyed. Something's being cleaned out, possibly. So very interesting. Thank you for your question, for sure. I do want to highlight this. Yeah, Barron. So Trump spoke of Eric Trump, Don Jr., and then when he said Barron, the crowd went wild. They went wild for the other two as well, but it was very significant that Barron, he actually got a standing ovation when he started talking about Barron. So let's pull cards on this. Any significance to Barron being introduced last night? All right, so let's take a look. Ace of Swords, Star card. He's definitely, and I always get the Star card for Barron. He's very galactic, and I know a lot of you feel that as well because we're all pretty galactic that are here right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't even care about any of this stuff. But yes, he's very connected. He's got more. Yeah, look, we have the Strength card. So his future is very bright. His future is going to be he's going to play a major role. And he already does behind the scenes. But I feel with his connections with other forces, and I'm talking galactic and even like military galactic, I sense he's a very old soul and he's very wise. He's smart beyond his years. He's genius level. He really is. He's a genius. But there's more to it. He's definitely pulling some strings behind there. I feel he is very close in the happenings with the 17th letter, which is cute. So I didn't get in trouble yesterday for saying it, so I'm going to say it again. But I feel like there's a huge connection there. There's communication, there's plays, he's very smart. There's a lot going on there. So absolutely. I think that we're going to hear him speak at some point very soon, actually. I do. I think that even though he is about 18 years old, again, he's wise beyond his years. So we're going to see him speak. He's going to come forward. He's going to have his moment, and it's going to blow everybody away. But he's definitely in on a lot of stuff, and he's doing a lot of things behind the scenes. This is a lot of success for his future. The Star card, he's a part of the huge rebirth for humanity. So he's going to help change a lot for humanity. And he even has a lot of healing aspects there with that Leo card with the lion there. So that's the Strength card. He's built for this. He's probably, and I like all the kids of Trump, right? But him, I feel there is something extra special about this one. So yeah, he's going to really take the lead and really outshine, I think, probably, just like his father. I really do. So he's one to watch, but I predict that he's going to be speaking soon. He's going to have a moment and just blow us all away for sure. But thank you for your question. It was really fun when that happened, and I actually got goosebumps when I was watching it. I'm like, wow, everyone just loves Barron too. So can't wait. And thank you so much, Mr. Prinsby. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see, Connie Phillips. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look. That's been going around, this information. So Crooked Joe, was he arrested yesterday, July 9th, 2024, publicly? Let's take a look. I know I've heard that going around, so let's take a look. We have Gemini energy of the collaboration. So in this type of question, it means collaboration energy. We have the Moon card. It is an illusion. And the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot came out backwards. I don't think so. It didn't happen quite yet. not publicly. I think because so many, I don't know who first threw it out there, but influencers, they want things to happen. So, and they also like to stir up some action, right? They like people to get all hyped up and excited, right? They like to keep them intrigued and keep their attention, because if they lose their attention, then they're going to lose views, and then they're going to lose money. So it's all a little scheme. Of course, a lot of them have great intentions, and it's just because they're excited, but it is an illusion. And this can also mean a made up, it can make, it's deceitful in some cases. Now, the Chariot being in reverse, the Chariot in upright position would mean a yes, and it would mean that they came for him and they took him and blah blah blah, right? But I don't think so. No, I think this was definitely a made up thing. Will it happen? Do I believe it'll happen? It's very possible. It's very possible that because it's all a show. Who knows what's going to happen, but it's a no on this question for sure, from what I can see right here. But they probably have great intentions, whoever's spreading that. And yes, we already know he's gone. We already know the real one's dead and gone. We already know that. But publicly, no, it hasn't happened yet. So let's see what else is out there in the chat. Let's see. When Baron put up both fists, you got massive chills. I know, me too. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. The whole energy of that rally yesterday was amazing. There were tons of people there. Of course, I would have liked to have gone, but not by myself. It was actually a blast watching it with a sweet friend yesterday. I wouldn't trade that for the world. It was really cool. And fun. So especially paying attention to each comm. Really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Let me see what else I had to share. I wanted to share something else, I think. Protectthevote.com. Make sure you guys go there. Let's see. I guess I don't have any more clips, but I will be making more clips. So make sure you follow not only this channel, make sure you're still subscribed to Arcana Shores on YouTube. And my Instagram is Arcana Shores 11. It has a blue check mark. There's a lot of fakes out there, but make sure you follow the one that's with the blue check mark, Arcana Shores 11. But yeah, any more questions, go ahead and throw it in the chat. We're going to check up with King of Wands 222. So yeah, let's do this. So it's been a few days. We'll do it every few days, but not every single day. But here we go. And thank you so much, Robin Lane. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. And as you guys know, I'm saving all the donations. I'm putting it towards my tour to come travel the country and meet with you. So thank you. Every donation helps. It's going to go right towards that. Appreciate all of you. So here we go. King of Wands. Will the RV dinar happen this month? Here we go. Will the RV for dinar happen this month? Yes or no? 7 of Pentacles. We also have the Fool card. This is good. So this is past energy, but when we're talking financials, this means your assets, so what you've put in. So this is showing our energy, everyone's energy that has, dinar or foreign currency. And then we have this one, new beginnings, a new chapter, okay? And then we have the 8 of Wands. So it is saying yes. Now let's do a clarifying spread. Is this happening in July of 2024 in the calendar year that we know of right now? In this calendar, this fake calendar. Let's see, is it happening July 2024? 5 of Cups, there's change, and then the 6 of Pentacles. So I believe with this change, 5 of Cups, that's what came to me, the word change. So yes, there's going to be a change in what we've heard about the RV for dinar. So it might not be what we've expected. It might not be exactly what we keep hearing around in talks on channels and such. But with the 5, it's a good thing because it led to the 6 of Pentacles, which is generosity, giving. So this is going to help humanity ultimately, of course. So this is a big yes. We're going to hear something about it. That's what that's saying right there. Is it all going to flourish and give all the abundance this month? I don't think so, but I do think that we're going to hear about it, and we'll have a better understanding and a better idea of when that generosity and that Six of Pentacles comes in. So we're pretty good. It's looking pretty good there. Thank you so much, King of Wands. And also, Robin Lane is a new member. And yes, awesome so much. Thank you guys. Yeah, so YouTube has this thing at the top of my channel. If you want to be a member, I guess that's where you guys are finding it, right? And doing it. I didn't really set that up, but that's cool. Let's take a look. And I think it helps the algorithm and makes the channel grow, or they, because, YouTube wants more members. So they're probably passing, spreading my channel around more. So that's cool. Thank you guys so much. Let's see what else is out there. Oh, Mary JG. Well, I was going to address the astrology for today. So thanks for reminding me. So some of you will be feeling like a headache, or you might even be feeling, you're going to feel certain symptoms sometimes when the energy shifts. So when the energy shifts, not all of us, but some of us will physically feel it. And sometimes I do, and I'll wake up at some weird hour, like at 3 a.m, and can't go back to sleep. And I know a lot of you do that too. And a lot of times that happens when the energy shifts. So Mary Jean, I think that maybe you felt the energy shift. Now the moon is still in Virgo, so you might still have your attention focused on your work life, your health, your home, organizations, but also organizing of your home, but also your health is a big one. So if you're getting physical symptoms that are bothersome, a lot of times that is a sign spiritually to pay more attention to your health. Pay more attention to what you're putting in your body. The moon and sun, the energy will be of Saturn today. So Saturn, Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. So I know a lot about Saturn. But it's a lot about stability and grounding, right? And things everlasting. So things lasting more long term, okay? So these health changes and these improvements, your routine, your diet, things of that nature, even relationship improvements, because we're going to also have Leo. I think Leo and Venus hook up this week too. So that's a really good shift, because Leo with Venus, Leo's already pretty romantic and sweet, right? Their sweet side. So that's a good thing. So it's almost like we're getting geared up for that. We're getting geared up for more of a loving vibe, a loving feeling, because sometimes Saturn can be so serious, and Virgo can be serious too. So it's good that we're kind of shifting into that. You're going to feel another shift as we go into this evening into Thursday. There's going to be another shift. But physically, I don't think you're going to feel it in a negative way. But some of us will, but not all of us. It's rare if you do. But just pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to what your goals are right now. But you might find yourself really focused in on your health. And even health issues might even reappear, like inflammation or something like that. But share in the chat how you guys are feeling. Who had some symptoms? Anybody else out there with some symptoms? Oh yeah, and Shannon Camming. Did you already mention when Ascent Nutrition gets more pine needle extract in? So I need a date from Lance Shuttler. So he's gonna give me a date, roundabout date, but it should be hopefully by the end of the month, he said, but he's not quite sure yet. But he's gonna let me know. So as soon as I know, I will let you all know, ASAP. So hopefully today he finds out, and then tomorrow I could announce the exact time, so you all can put in the orders for that, for sure. But yeah, we need that pine needle extract back. For sure. Ronnie, no pressure, Lance. I know. I'll message him after the show. But anyways, yeah, for sure. So if you're feeling extra tired, Arnie Layton's tired. All right. Well, you're probably feeling the shifts as well. And it depends on what your chart is. And I wanted to address something too. So Saturday we have our party, right? The Zoom party, where you guys will be able to meet each other. I will be hosting it to keep it a little bit under control, because, we don't want everyone to be talking for about 20 minutes each person, right? Because we might have 100 or more people. There's a lot of links that I sent out, so I didn't count them, but it's a lot. I want to say we're already at 100, so I'm going to upgrade my Zoom. But anyway, I'll be hosting it. You will have a moment. Each person's going to have a moment, but please don't go on forever, or I'll mute you. I will mute you. And we'll laugh about it. It's all playful, but we want to give everybody a chance to speak and say where you're from. And if you know your, of course, you know your sun sign, but if you know your moon and rising sign, that would be awesome to throw out there too. So state where you're from, you know, what your zodiacs are, and just a fun fact about yourself, you know. And I think that would be a good start. And make sure, if you are coming to the party on the 13th, the Zoom party, make sure you have, like on Zoom, you can put your name. So they'll have a little banner to put your name. And then you can also put how you want to be contacted, if you want to be contacted. And if not, if you don't want to give your info out to be contacted by one of our Soul Tribe members, then you can just let me know that you prefer that they go through me to ask, you know. Like they can email me and say, hey, what was Connie's, Connie, sorry, I'm using you as an example. What's Connie's email, you know? So that's a good thing. So it's up to you if you want to put your name and an email address, or your name and I don't know if you put your phone number, but you could. It might be blowing up if you did. But remember, it's a private Zoom. It's a party. I'll be playing music in the background. We'll talk about Trump stuff. We'll talk about my cards, because a lot of you have the cards. It'll be just fun. But I want you guys to get to know each other and see each other face to face. It won't be the only Zoom party that we have. So if you can't make it on the 13th, don't worry about it. We'll probably do it every 2 weeks or something of that nature, for sure. But it'll be a lot of fun. So we'll keep it quick. We'll keep it on point. And we won't keep going on and on and on. You know, we don't want someone talking for 45 minutes. We'll be like, come on, lady, hurry it up. You know, because if we have 100 people or more, man, we got to keep it rolling. So just keep that in mind. Mary JG, I'll address this. So yes, I do. I've sang my whole life, but now I'm taking it more seriously. And piano lessons, vocal lessons, and guitar lessons. So I'm really going to try to master that and sing better. So I want to improve my voice. I want to improve music, being on key and keeping everything, you know, beautiful. So once I have all that down and I feel that confidence to release something, I do have a music channel that I'll be releasing for you guys. It's already made, it's already out there, but I'm not going to share it until I'm ready, for sure. So, oh, you mean on the Zoom? No, I won't be doing it on the Zoom because we're still making it, so it's not ready yet. Nope. But thank you so much, guys. Amanda, you sing karaoke for fun. You know, I started out that way just for fun. Back in my 20s, because I was by myself in my early 20s. So a fun fact about me, in Riverside, California, because that was kind of my stomping grounds, over there by the Mission Inn, it's a beautiful like resort area. They have these karaoke bars, but they're all lined up. So I would go and I would sing one song. I'd be all dressed up, sing one song, have a great time, and then just leave. I didn't drink or anything at that time when I did the singing. So I would sing a song and bounce and leave and go to the next one. So that was something that helped me to get over my shyness of crowds and like being in front of people. But I don't really get scared with music in front of people. Speaking in front of people, I speak in front of all of you, but I don't see all your faces. So it's much different. At an event, yes, I did it in Anaheim. I did speak there. It really wasn't so bad, but I need to work on that part of myself. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Working on our issues that we know we have, such as myself, my example here, is I am shy when it comes to being in public. and being around a bunch of people. So what I'm doing now, this is my current, what would you call this? A project. My current project is throwing myself into crazy crowds, being around a bunch of people, and just being comfortable, being okay with that. Taking myself out of the comfort zone and breaking that issue I have with myself. So not only will that make me stronger and more confident as a speaker and just personality wise, and getting to know people that I don't know, and strangers, I think it's a good thing. So it's more of a social thing that I need to get better at. But I'm sure there's a lot of you that can relate to that. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, trying to break out of my shell, kind of like I did on Instagram. I went on there with no makeup on, so that's part of breaking out of my shell too. Being comfortable who you are is huge. And I feel like once we do that, because I've partially done that, it feels amazing. It's very freeing. And you start to care less about what someone thinks of you. It doesn't matter what they think of you. But what matters is what you think of you. That's all that matters. But anyway, let's see. King of Wands, what are you saying over there? I hope y'all have a great Zoom on Saturday. I gotta go. Y'all be safe. Great show. Thank you so much, King of Wands. Awesome. Thanks for always being here too. But anyways, let's pull some cards and see what is the energy for today. Like, what is the message? What do we need to know today? And then I'm going to also sign off here because we're going on 41 minutes. But here we go. What is the message that we need to hear today for July 10th, 2024? We have the Eight of Cups. Ooh, okay. Eight of Cups is a good one. Enlightenment with the Hanged Man. Seven of Swords. So I feel like with the Eight of Cups, today I don't feel like it's about walking away from things that don't serve us, because that's the general, a base meaning for it. But what I feel like, what I'm getting from that Eight of Cups right now, that's more about looking into your future, and really you're focused. You're very focused on what you want, and you're going to go after it, and you're not giving up on that. And then the enlightenment is coming over you. So, because that came to me first, enlightenment. So you're spiritually evolving. You feel more evolved. You feel almost upgraded right now. And I feel like a lot of us did go through an upgrade recently with the 7/7 on Sunday, for sure. So spiritually, you may feel more, I don't know, in tune. You're tapping into those different energies. You're even people that you haven't talked to in a while. I think like you're more tapped in, and you can kind of figure out what they need help with. It just comes to you a lot more naturally now. That's what I'm getting. And there's a lot of strategizing with that Seven of Swords. That's a base meaning though. And the bigger meaning, I feel like, it's more about realizing your purpose. And we all have a common purpose, and that's helping humanity. We all have that common purpose in some way. So no matter what it is, how small it is, paying it forward, helping a stranger, even just being kind to someone in public, anything. But that's a daily mission that we all have. We always have to stick with that. We always have to be in that vibration, a love vibration, to help others. Seven of Swords. So always strategize. If you're at the grocery store too. Yesterday, I was in line, and there's a lady in front of me with a MAGA hat on. And I'm like, hey, I like your hat, And it made her day, because she was like 72 or somewhere around there. I think she said 72. And she's like, I just don't have anyone to talk to. It is so nice to see a young one like you. And I'm really not that young, but she's funny. She's like, a young one like you that loves Trump and knows the stuff. And I'm like, oh, I know the stuff. And and I told her the channel and everything. She might even be watching, so shout out to you. But I mean, just talk to strangers. Just start doing that. But you may make their day, and they're not going to forget that. So definitely, this is not only strategizing for your life and like your goals and where you want to go in life, but this is a daily thing. Take every day, day by day, right? But strategize how it's going to go before you walk in that store, strategize. All right, I'm going to get all my things, get in line and everything. But if there's someone I could help or someone I could brighten their day, do it, you know? So strategize the day by day, the actions you take, the interactions that you make every day. And that enlightenment, you know, it's not only enlightenment, that's so basic, but this is about knowing who you are, knowing you're enlightened about how loving you are and your nature now. You know who you are. So don't hide that from the world. Embrace that, embrace the beauty that you have in everybody else that you see it in everybody. And when you can see and recognize love and happiness and warmth in other people, that's when you know you're evolving, because that makes it known to your soul that you're ready to accept others because you've accepted yourself. And when you've made it to that point, then you should definitely be celebrating, because the acceptance of yourself, the acceptance of others, that means you love yourself, and you've made it. That's a huge deal. And that's not an easy one to get to. It takes a lot of us years and years and years. There's even some older folks I've talked to. It took them a long time, and they're finally now accepting who they are, because they dealt with a lot of narcissism, or they dealt with, you know, maybe they married the same type of guy every time. You know, I talked to someone yesterday. She married 3 times, and she said, I found my narcissistic father in each one. You know, and that's a common thing, because when you are treated a certain way and you haven't done the work, you know, for those years that she probably was married, she hadn't done her work yet. So she didn't recognize that, wait a second, there's a pattern here. I'm so familiar and used to this treatment. I'm not realizing my self-worth, and I'm putting up with this. But she finally learned. It took the 3 times, and that's okay. You know, it takes us all a while. And she finally realized, wait a second, I'm worth more. I am more deserving. She started loving herself. She's happy with herself. She's by herself right now, but has sweet friends around her and family. But she finally realized who she was, and that's beautiful. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late, and it's never too late to start over, you know? So keep that in mind. If you have a similar story or background, I think all of us can kind of relate to that in some aspect. But yeah, be proud of who you are. And once you get to that point and you accept yourself, you're going to accept everyone. And if you are single and want love, you will find it. You're going to attract it, because you've gotten to that point. You've evolved so much. Your soul knows love, recognizes that you accept who you are. You're going to attract the same sort of person. So, because you become who you want to attract. So, there you go. I think that's the message for today. I could go on, but I think that's pretty much it. Connie, I love that. Yeah, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Oh, that's cute. And that's a beautiful quote. Love that. Yeah, be yourself. You're beautiful who you are, the way you are. Polly, let's address this. You've been having to resubscribe almost every time that you watch a show the last couple of weeks. It used to be I just need to do it once in a while. I hope everyone is checking their subscriptions. Thank you so much, Polly, for bringing that to the attention, for sure. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, check and see if you're still subscribed. Thank you. And then again, for those of you that don't know, how do I schedule a reading? Well, you want to go to arcanashores.net. All right, so all my readings are right here, as long as my beautiful cards are here too. And your chart, if you wanted your birth chart done, I do that as well. Pretty much do it all. Quantum Human Design. The express readings, big hit, still only 44. I'm going to keep it at 44 because it's the times right now. But also, general tarot readings are low as well. If you want a full hour and you want to meet me face-to-face, one-on-one, that's at $144. So all my price is very reasonable, but that's where you can find me, arcanashores.net. And then Ascent Nutrition is under Shop Nutritions. It's all linked to my links. Right now, I highly recommend that saffron. If you're feeling, anxiety, or, it's good for your emotional health. Where is that saffron? I'm going to find it. But emotional health, everything, weight management. So saffron, I love it. Type in saffron and there you go. Beautiful. Check out the video I just did recently as well. It's on my YouTube right here. It's 4 minutes, but you can't beat it. 4 minutes that you'll learn so much information, and you'll understand why I love saffron so much. But anyways, you guys take care. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you very soon. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good one. Bye.